Young people are prone to foolishness and fads, but the cure comes through tough-minded discipline. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 15 of the Message translation. Hello fine people, and welcome to today's segment. We are already diving into the phase 1 of our project, which is DAC your way to success in action. Remember, the acronym DAC refers to D, discipline and diligence, A, acceptance and accountability, and then C, which refers to commitment and consistency. So it would be so lovable and amazing if you could share with us in the comment section. We would love to know what you think all these terms refer to, or what you yourself understand by DAC, which is DAC. Let's get right into it, into defining our terms. Let's begin. So, beginning with D, which is discipline. Wikipedia defines discipline as self-control that is gained by requiring that rules or orders be obeyed, and the ability to keep working at something that is difficult. I especially love the fact that the definition of discipline has self-control in it. Self-control, and at the end, to keep working at something that is difficult. Self-control. Difficulty. Alright, what is diligence? Well, Wikipedia defines diligence as careful and persistent work or effort. In spite of the fact that we are using Wikipedia definitions, I would love for us to understand that the Merriam-Webster dictionary has some intriguing definitions. So far we have seen D, which is diligence and discipline. Now let's move to A, which is acceptance and accountability. Acceptance refers to the action of consenting to receive or undertake something offered, while accountability refers to an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions. And finally, C, which is commitment, which refers to the state or quality of being committed to a cause or an activity. And finally, C, which is consistency, consistent, which refers to acting the same way, especially as to be fair or accurate over time. That is what we have put together DAC to mean. I do not really want to stick to the conventional definitions of these terms, because I believe that many people do not know exactly what discipline means. Like, it's actual rigid definition, but there are people who are disciplined. There are people who are disciplined in their unconventional way. So I thought about this. If we have 5 young people, let's say between the ages of 20 to 27, we have one person in China, we have another person in Portugal, we have another person in Brazil, and then in Kenya and South Africa. All these people, they may be acting differently, but we can consider them as disciplined people. They all are not going to define discipline in the same way, but they have adapted and customized discipline. I've been saying this word a lot, and I'm going to still use it here. Customizing discipline, customizing diligence, customizing acceptance and accountability, customizing this thing to fit your style. But remember, you are still standing on the conventional foundation. You have to still stand on the conventional foundation. If not, we may say that these terms are going to lose their vitality. For instance, if there's a tailor, a roadside tailor who has 2 kids, let's say she's 23, every day she is up by 4 a.m. unfailingly, every single day for the past 2 years. She's up by 4 a.m. to prepare her kids to take to the workshop, to prepare food for her husband, who is probably a bike rider or who works and has a white-collar job, to prepare food because she knows that she's going to return very late in the evening. If she has to prepare all of that and make sure that by 8 a.m. at the dot, she is at the workshop, maybe tending to her customer, and we can say she has about 2 apprentices who are learning from her. She's always there on time. She has made sure that she has set a routine. If you remember, when we defined discipline, what did we say? We said self-control, and even when it is difficult, getting up at 4 a.m. is not biscuit. It is not easy at all. But you set yourself to that point. You instill that mentality, or you grow in or into such a mentality, so much so that you put in a lot of work, even though it is difficult. A lot of self-control. A lot of self-control. Remember, in our definition of discipline, we have self-control and difficult, which I brought out as the keywords. So we had self-control and difficult, which was at the end. Back to what I was conventional. You can bring it to your own style, to your own way, but remember, it shouldn't lose its essence, because maybe a mother who sells, then it is not going to get up very early. First of all, she sleeps early. Even if she sleeps late, she conditions her mind and her body to make sure that at a certain period of time, maybe by 5 a.m. she's up to make the puff-puff, to mix it and get everything ready, because she knows that apparently by 6:30 students will start passing to go to school. So she has to be up, she has to be early. Even if she is tired, even if she has a headache, she will find a way to address every illness or every issue at that time, because there is something she wants to achieve. And if you want to achieve something, then you have to subdue and subject this body, the flesh. You have to subdue and subject it. Bring it under subjection, as Paul says in 1 Corinthians. There is so much we can say about discipline, but I have summarized it into what I call the D's. Sticking to your D's, or sticking to your D. And we have discipline is a conscious decision. It is conscious. It is conscious. I have to scream this out as loud as I can to you and to myself. Discipline is a constant sacrifice. Sacrifice. Remember, self-control. You are letting go of things you may probably want for something even better in the future. And the trap, or should I say disappointment, comes at the stage or at the level where what you are disciplining yourself for does not come at once. It comes sometime in the future. It is something you are building up yourself for. You are creating a routine. You are subduing and subjecting maybe feelings, emotions, impulses. Discipline works and compounds over time. Over time. You have to be intentional to be able to be disciplined. Remember, the first point was discipline is a conscious decision. So if you are being conscious about it, then you are being intentional about it. Every compromise now or discipline will cost me in due time. Every single day that you stay disciplined, that you stick to your discipline, every single minute, every single second which you stick to your discipline, which you go and you undergo every process, every single minute, every single second, as long as it compounds over time, is going to count. Discipline is weird. Another example is those who have white-collar jobs. I have found that people have actually customized discipline. People have found a way to make it to suit them in a way which, though difficult, but it's going to be easier because it suits the way they are, the way they reason, the way they think. Up early, you do your work, come back, no matter how late you try to sleep early, because you know that you have to be up the next day early. In the end, maybe that isn't so difficult after all, because people have customized. People have understood these things in certain ways. Well, that is it for discipline. Make sure to like and comment and leave your thoughts in the comments